Well, it's time now for the business news, and we can bring in Catherine Bennett from our business desk. Hi, Catherine. Now, Catherine,
Hello.
we're heading into that all-important Christmas shopping period. Some small retailers here in France desperate to reopen, but from what we heard from Jean Castex, the French Prime Minister, last night, that's going to be a rather tall order.
Absolutely. So Jean Castex was quite tentative last night. He was very clearly, he didn't want to make any promises that he wouldn't then be able to keep. So he said that non-essential businesses won't be able to open before the 1st of December. So those current lockdown rules are staying in place until December. Now, that's, of course, disappointing for small retailers across France. They'd been hoping to be allowed to open on the 27th of November for several reasons. For, of course, the countdown to Christmas as one extra weekend of shopping for Christmas, but also because it's Black Friday is on the 27th of November. And of course, that is an American celebration, but we do it here in France as well. And so those sales would have been useful to those small retailers in the run-up to Christmas. Now, the government has been roundly criticised for its decision to close these small businesses like bookshops and clothes shops in France, with politicians from all parties saying that it puts them at an unfair disadvantage. These local French companies are really getting a bad impact from these lockdown rules and giving an advantage to these behemoths, of course, like Amazon and larger retailers. Now, bars and restaurants, of course, are having a harder time of it. Jean Castex said yesterday that they would not be able to open until the Christmas holidays. So that's the 19th of December for them. Now, the government is, of course, putting in place a series of economic measures to try and soften the blow. For instance, they've rolled out this monthly financial aid for small businesses. We've got the partial unemployment, the furlough scheme that we saw earlier in the year. And they're, of course, wiping social charges for all small and medium-sized businesses. And the French economy minister, Bruno Le Maire, said yesterday that he would increase financial support for companies paying commercial rent during the month of lockdown. And so as part of that, what he's doing is he's increasing a possible tax credit for landlords on commercial rents for the month of November. We can listen to him now.
In the 2021 budget, we will put in place a tax credit of 50% of the lost rent for landlords who waived November's rent for all companies with up to 250 employees that are closed. I therefore once again invite all landlords to waive November's rent for all closed businesses with up to 250 workers.
And looking to the US and now on Wall Street, an exclusive boys' club is finally becoming more diverse.
Yes, so the investment bank Goldman Sachs has just named its new partners for 2020, and it's the smallest, most diverse group of partners they've named since the company went public. So there are two things happening here. First of all, an exclusive club is becoming even more exclusive. On Thursday, they named 60 new partners, and that's the smallest number of new promotions to partner that they've made since they went public. In 2018, they named 69 partners, and in 2016, they named 84. So this group is getting ever smaller. And on top of that, they're trying to make it more diverse. So that means, of course, more women and more minorities. So this year, nearly half of the people chosen are classified as diverse. So that's 27% women, 7% Black, 5% Latino or Latina, and 17% Asian. So, of course, we're still not at full equality, but we're getting there. The majority of people who were promoted to partner are still white men, but we're making progress. And this, of course, opens up the playing field to those very lucrative perks that come with being partner. So if you think about what you do get when you become partner at Goldman Sachs, you get a $950,000 salary, you get a small stake in the firm, and you also get access to internal investment funds, which will, of course, come with a hefty profit margin as well.
Certainly a step in the right direction. Catherine Bennett from our business desk, thank you very much.